The president is finally involved in the deficit reduction talks. And these talks are where $2 4/10 trillion in savings over the next 10 years is needed in order to offset about that level of an increase in the federal debt ceiling. August the 2nd is the operational deadline at this point. The president's posture is very combative, and the pressure that's coming from the White House and Senate Democrats to raise taxes to increase revenues ignores two very important facts, separate from the harm that raising taxes would do to the economy, where job creation is still so very weak with 9% unemployment. First, Americans sent out a very clear message in the last election that they want government spending reined in. They know it's morally wrong to make the next generation pay the bills for the way that we live today, and that the problem isn't that people are taxed too little, but quite frankly that Washington spends too much. In just the last 2 years, government spending increased by 22%. You can't keep that up when the growth of the economy is only 2%. The second part of it is, if history is a guide, then an increase in taxes is really a license for Congress to spend more money. We have a Professor Vetter that I often quote. He's at Ohio University. His research found that since World War II, for every dollar in tax increases, Washington seems to spend $1.17. So by increasing taxes, you're increasing the debt. Now, I'm not saying it ought to be that way. I'm just saying it's the way it is, and we need to take history into consideration. So serious spending reforms are what's really needed for the sake of America's fiscal well-being. One of those reforms is a balanced budget amendment to our federal Constitution. The federal deficit is 15 times bigger today than it was in 1997, the last time that there was a vote on this issue in Congress to bring about a balanced budget amendment to the federal Constitution. So it's time to bring it up again, and we're going to do that. I'm a co-sponsor of the legislation and have formally asked Senate leaders to hold hearings on a balanced budget amendment. 46 of 50 states have a balanced budget requirement, and there should be one at the federal level as well. Now, in the meantime, the debt ceiling debate provides a major opportunity to help bring fiscal responsibility and accountability to Washington, and it emphasizes the need for pro-growth policies coming out of Congress, including less debt, but also regulatory relief, more exports, lower and simpler taxes, and great certainty about taxes, lower health care costs, and an increased domestic energy supply.